Moses Kiari Badilisha, the Senator Honorable John Medho Moya, our 5 MPs, and the County Women Rep, and the 41 MCAs. That as the MCAs of Nyandarua, we would like to condemn in the strongest terms possible the meeting held in Murang'a yesterday, where it was convened as a Regional Council of Governors meeting to discuss the development agenda of Mount Kenya region, but was turned into a contest who is senior in the region or not, a matter which was resolved through the ballot by the people themselves, and we as leaders have no role of determining who the regional leader is, and can only adopt the will of the people when they elected His Excellency Deputy President Gachagua.
Yes.
By this statement, we wish to request the President and the Deputy President to revert to the campaign period where we admired their cohesiveness and shun all the leaders surrounding them who are very much divisive.
Now, onto some developing news. Attorney General Dorcas Oduor and lawyers from the Law Society of Kenya clashed during Deputy Inspector General Gilbert Masengeli's hearing on Friday, September 20th. Attorney General Oduor could be seen engaging in a heated exchange with the LSK lawyers, including Nelson Havi and Dan Maanzo. A lawyer representing LSK could be heard yelling at Oduor to sit down, prompting her to stand and charge at the LSK lawyers in fury. The two parties continued exchanging words shortly before South Mugirango MP Sylvanus Osoro stepped in to quell the confrontation. Masengeli appeared in court today, Friday, September 20th, accompanied by his lawyers and other police officials. The police boss was sentenced to 6 months in jail for contempt of court after failing to respond to 7 court summons regarding the disappearance of 3 individuals allegedly abducted by police officers during the protests.
I mean, what is my office? Sit down. What is my respect office? Sit down. You must respect people. Why the drama? Respect his hand. We are all adults. Why don't you go out and listen to the press? We won't go out. It is so wrong to at the office. Everybody deserves dignity. But why do they behave like that? We like violence. We like violence. We like violence. And I don't even also like violence. No! We are comrades.
Now, on what is going on right now, the court has been adjourned for 30 minutes to allow the petitioners time to review affidavits presented by Deputy Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli, who Attorney General Dorcas Oduor is representing, alongside advocates Cecile Myla and Steve Ogola. So that is what is happening at the courts right now. More information will be given to you. That is on the preceding bulletins. Now, away from that story, Activist Bob Misheni Njagi and brothers Jamil and Aslam Longton, who had been christened Kitengela 3 after they were abducted a month ago in the Kajiado County town, are alive. The three said they were freed in the wee hours of Friday, September 20th morning, a few hours after Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja was sworn into office. The Longton brothers said they were freed by their captors and promised to give more information through the president of the Law Society of Kenya, that is Faith Odhiambo. At around 1 a.m., Bob Njagi managed to find his way to Tigoni police station and ask for assistance. He is alive and well. The message from Bob and family read, "To family, friends, and every Kenyan that has continued to pray for me, I wish to confirm that I am well and with my family. It is now time to quiet the noise and grateful for life and for everyone to reflect on why Kenya matters."
Kwa majina naitwa Longton Jamil Hashim, na mimi nawashukuru wa Kenya, watu waliosimama na sisi. Tumeweza kuachiliwa leo usiku wa kuamkia leo sehemu ya Gachie kwa kichaka, na tukatembea hadi tukapata estate moja. Hapo ndio tukaomba mahali tukacharge simu na tukaweza kucommunicate na familia kwa tumeachiliwa na tuko hai. Tunashukuru Mungu, na mengi tutaongea kupitia kwa President Law Society of Kenya.
Kwa majina naitwa Aslam Longton. Nashukuru wa Kenya kwa kusimama na sisi. Tumeachiliwa leo yani masaa kuamkia usiku wa leo kuamkia asubuhi hii, na tumeweza kuachiliwa na tumetupwa kwa kichaka, ndipo tuko hapa hivi.
Or maybe before we even say bye to that story, allow me to just read what Justice Lawrence Mugambi has said. The High Court suspends former Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli's 6-month jail term for 7 days, allowing him the opportunity to redeem himself in the dock after he lodged an apology for ignoring court 7 times. This is a court of justice and must act fairly to those who appear before it. Gilbert Masengeli is entitled to be heard by virtue of this order. It will allow him to take to the stand and redeem himself. Those are the words of Justice Lawrence Mugambi, who is currently handling the case by Masengeli. Now, moving on. A tragic incident in Ruiru, Kenya has left the community in shock as a mother is suspected of strangling and biting her newborn. The heartbreaking event has drawn significant attention, with authorities now investigating the circumstances surrounding the baby's death. Early reports suggest that the mother may have been overwhelmed by her situation. The incident has sparked discussions on mental health and the challenges faced by new mothers.
Wakati wa saa 11 asubuhi nikitoka kufanya shughuli zangu nijipange niende kazi zangu za kawaida, nilikutana na manguo za mtoto kwa dustbin zikiwa na damu, na nikasuspect hizi nguo si salama. Nikazitoa kwa dustbin nikaweka kando, na shughuli zangu nikaenda shughuli zangu. Sasa baada ya kurudi saa 4 ndio nipate chakula cha asubuhi, ndio nikaona mama mmoja wa mkaaji wa hapa ametoka na nguo zake na nguo kidogo kama towel, akitoka na akienda kwa barabara akazitupa huko. Wakati anatupa akarudi, wakati akirudi, yule yote alikuwa anapatikana naye kwa njia alikuwa anamshika, anaanza kumpiga mateke. Sasa hilo harakati, wakifika kwa gate, mama mwingine hapo alikuwa anakuja kumtembelea, kashika kaanza kuvutana na tukaingia kwa plot. Sasa hiyo harakati ya kuvutana na kufika kwa mlango yake, tukaona labda amerukwa na kichwa, tukashika ili tuanze kumfunga. Tulipambana kuanza kumfunga mikono, sasa akaponyoka akaingia ndani ya nyumba. Kwa namna hiyo niliona nichukua hatua niende police station. Tuingie ndani na askari wale tulikuwa na wao. Tukaona mtoto amenalishwa vizuri kwa kitanda na kuna damu kwa kifua. Sasa tukaona huyu mama huenda kama ameua mtoto, ajifanye kuwa mwendazimu ndio asijulikane mambo yake. Tumekaa hapa naye miezi 6, na vile ninamuelewa ako na depression ya maisha, yeye na bwana yake vile walikuwa naishi.
Kugeuka nikaona mtu amekuja bio. Mimi nikaenda na safari zangu, nikaingia kwa kina Mama Hope, nikaita Mama Hope. Nikamuuliza Mama Hope, sika ikifungua uniangalilie huko. Na yeye sasa venye tuliachana na Mama Hope, niliona mtu amekuja bio. Venye alikuja bio, akakuja kama ananirukia. Kugeuka hivi alisinisika vizuri sigo, hata sigo saa hii inauma. Akanisika kabisa. Nikamuuliza ni nini wewe? Akaniambia twende. Kugeuka hivi niliona mtu amenisika vizuri na akona damu kwa mdomo. Nikamuuliza kwani wewe unanihangi, wewe ni mwanaume? Ananiambia tu twende. Akanisika cha nguvu. Fenye nilijiachilia alinisika mkono. Sasa nikaanza kurudi na mahali nilikuwa nimetoka. Kurudi nikaita mama Hope na mama Irene. Si ndio sasa alianza kutetemeka kama amenisika. Sasa fenye aliona wale
Our students, patients and citizens using public matatus face risks due to the fraudulent transfer of ownership of Direct Line Assurance Company, which remains improperly registered. The Insurance Regulatory Authority revealed that imposters misappropriated 8 billion Kenyan shillings in premiums, leaving vehicles with Direct Line stickers uninsured. SK Macharia, the company's rightful owner, is pursuing legal action to reclaim ownership. Since Direct Line insures 95% of public service vehicles in Kenya, the situation puts passengers at considerable risk.
But it has come to the attention of the original and the true legal shareholders that the company's CR12 has been fraudulently and illegally altered, in that shares have been transferred contrary to the law, contrary to what is provided for under the Insurance Act. Now, we have therefore been instructed to go to court under the Judicial Review Division to fight against this illegality, seeing that the Insurance Regulatory Authority has done investigations and concluded that indeed the CR12 that is being used currently by Direct Line Assurance is an illegality and a fraudulent CR12. And also, other investigative agencies have also been cited in the judicial review application so that the court can compel investigations to be probed on the shareholders appearing on the CR12. It is very clear that they need intervention from the bench. They need judiciary intervention so as to act according to what has been mandated to act by them to act. That is the Insurance Regulatory Authority, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, and the EACC.
Fraudulently, the company was transferred to people who are not investors. They have never put any seed capital into that company. Surprisingly, SK Macharia was barred from accessing the offices of Direct Line. Yet, he's the investor. He launched a complaint with the Insurance Regulatory Authority. The Insurance Regulatory Authority, through other multi-agencies, the DCI, the EACC, NIS, all the agencies investigated and found out that those imposters had swindled premiums worth 8 billion shillings. Properties, in terms of vehicles, in terms of houses at Garden City, were bought. We have annexed copies of the properties that were stolen from the tax, from the premium payers.
Our former ICT Cabinet Secretary and Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of performance and delivery, Eliud Owalo, has called on Kenyans to rally behind the government's initiatives, highlighting significant progress made over the past 2 years. Speaking about agricultural development, Owalo noted that the price of fertilizer has dropped from 6,000 Kenyan shillings to 2,500 shillings, which has bolstered productivity. He also pointed out that the cost of maize flour has been reduced by more than 50%, from over 200 shillings to 120 shillings. Additionally, the government has disbursed over 50 billion shillings through the Hustler Fund, providing affordable credit to small businesses.
I'm very happy because I've got sentimental attachment to this school. Banogutu, I did my CPE in this school in the year 1980. And we used to live in that house there with my father. Yeah? And I want to encourage the students to work hard and excel. I made it from this school I got straight A's from this school, 36 points, which was not easy then. And that's how I made it to Maseno School from here in Oboch. If we could do it then, you should be able to do it better now because you have got better what? Facilities. Is that okay? Yes. Good. So this will be ready within the next few months and then we will come back to commission it. Students, what I'm saying is that we are going to pursue financing for infrastructure upgrade for the secondary school as well. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah? So that once this is done, we also have infrastructure upgrade of the secondary school ongoing. Okay? We'll do that through the Ministry of Education. I want us to work with the government because the government has got a good plan, development plan for this country. Within the last 2 years, we have made fundamental progress in agriculture. When we came into government, fertilizer was going for 6,000 shillings. Today, as we speak, there's a fundamental reduction in the price of fertilizer. Fertilizer today is going for 2,500 shillings per bag. And that is what has enhanced the level of productivity in agricultural produce. Unga, a packet of unga was going for over 200 shillings. Today, as we speak, it has gone down to 120, a drop by over 50%. In the financial inclusion space, through the Hustler Fund, the government has already disbursed over 50 billion shillings to the Kenyan population to access affordable credit at an affordable interest rate for purposes of business. And I want to appeal to our mothers and sisters not to fear getting money from the Hustler Fund so that they are able to grow their businesses. There's also a tangible plan for upgrade of markets in partnership with the county government. That is work in progress and the government will continue doing that. We already have a market under construction at Riat Kolemo. We'll pursue other markets at Ajigo, Ndori, Akala, Oyude, and several, even Opapla here.
Academic activities at Masai National Polytechnic were suspended today after students staged protests, citing mismanagement by the institution's administration. The demonstrations, which began early in the morning, caused major disruptions, including blocking the main Namanga Road, affecting transport and daily operations within the area.
Today we have not attended our classes because of such issues that we needed to articulate to the nation and to our institution. Comrades power! Comrades power! Tuko hapa kwa ajili ya mambo ambayo imetukwaza. We have been writing a proposal to the Kenha and to the administration about our bumps here. Our comrades' lives are at risk each and every day because of this highway. Ni highway kubwa, gari inapita at 80 kilometers per hour. Na wanafunzi wetu mnawatarajia wapita hapa. Juzi kuna wanafunzi karibu wagongo hapa na Kenha hawatusikizi. Comrades power! Comrades power! Wasipotusikia leo tumewapea 1 week watu wa Kenha, watu na national government, watu wekee bumps hapa. Our comrades are going through a lot. Mambo ya shule, to our administration, tumekuwa tukipitia magumu kama comrades wa hii shule. Tumenyanyaswa sana. Security wa hii shule wamepewa nguvu na administration through the dean of students office. Wao ni maaskari. Hao saizi wako na nguvu even more than lecturers. Even freshers wanaogopa security even more than the deputy principal, admin and academics. Hiyo shida ni moja imetukwaza. 2, hii shule tunatritiwa kama watoto wadogo. Hii shule tumekuwa tukiomba turuhusiwe kuingia na snacks in the institution. Wametunyima. Na sisi hii ni kindergarten. Hii shule tunataka change. We are requesting the administration to hear to our cries. Sisi sio watoto wadogo. Waturuhusiwe tuingia na snacks. Dress code.
Okay, kwa hii shule kuna shida sana na tumekuwa tukilalamika na tukijaribu kuongea na administration tumewapea time lakini hawajatusikia. Sasa leo one of the things that we are saying today is that the dean of students has empowered security officers more than even lecturers in this school, and we are saying that she must forget that office. Kuna walimu wengi hii shule, nyamazeni, kuna walimu wengi hii shule ambao wanaweza kaa kwa ofisi ya dean, sio huyo mmoja peke yake. Issue number 2. Tukifungua shule first term, tunaambiwa tulipe school fee yote, which is 80,000 inclusive of exam fee. Mzazi atapaja 80,000 ya kulipa school fee term ya kwanza.
Our Agriculture CS Dr. Andrew Karanja, along with members of the Pest Control Board, are expected to appear before the Parliamentary Committee on Agriculture to clarify allegations that over 250 banned pesticides are still in use in the country. These claims are based on research conducted by the University of Nairobi, which indicates that these pesticides contribute significantly to the rise in cancer cases. The Parliamentary Committee is seeking urgent responses and action regarding the safety of these chemicals towards public health.
Hapa tunajadili mambo hayo ya hiyo madawa ili tuchukue mambo hayo kwa kidani, tuangalie, tuone ni vipi, tuone ile madawa kama iko na kuna uhakika wa hiyo maneno ya kusema ya kwamba hiyo madawa inadhuru mifugo na inadhuru watu. Kwa hivyo leo tunajadili hiyo maneno ili tukijadiliana tuwe na uhakika ya kwamba tukienda mbele vile tutafanya. Tukishirikiana na serikali za kaunti tunataka kuimarisha hiyo mambo ya maofisa wa nyanjani, kwa sababu tunajua kaunti wana challenges wanashikwa nazo, kwa sababu serikali kuu sasa tuna watu wale tunaita agripreneurs, na tunataka kuwahusisha na watu wa kaunti ili washikane pamoja waimarishe mambo ya services hiyo ya nyanjani ya kilimo, ili wakulima wapate ile services ile wanatakikana wapate. Kutuliza joto ni kuambia wakulima ya kwamba mambo ya chai tunaangalia, na ya kwamba kila factory wakurugenzi wake ndio wana ile uamuzi wa mwisho. Serikali hatutaki kuingilia, kwa sababu kila wakulima wana haki ya kutenda mambo yao katika factory, lakini tunauliza watulie ili wakiwa na shida wasiende upande mwingine, wawe watulivu, waongee maneno yao, tutawasikiliza na tutatatua maneno yao. Well, nitasema wakulima wa chai tulipata mbolea hiyo ilikuja juzi na itasaidia sana, na tunasema wakulima wa chai watapata hiyo mbolea kwa bei nafuu, ile ya subsidy ya 2,500, hatutaongeza kitu. Kwa hivyo gharama yao itakuwa chini. Kwa tunajua yes uchumi wa cost ya kuproduce chai imeenda juu, lakini hata sisi tunasukuma sana tupate soko mpya, tuone kama bei ya chai itaongezeka, kwa sababu hiyo imekuwa shida. Ya pili ni mambo ya quality ya chai. Tunajua ya kwamba wakulima pahali zingine quality iko chini, lakini tutakuwa na mikakati ya kufanya ili tuone kwamba quality ya chai imeimprove ili wapate pesa mzuri.
Now, church leaders through the Union Church and Clergy have come out to oppose a bill aimed at regulating churches in the country, stating that churches have been following the law from the beginning. Speaking after a meeting that brought together these church leaders, the national chairman of Church and Clergy, Harrison Ndeda, questioned the necessity of the bill, arguing that once churches are registered, they are already subject to existing laws. Now, this story, we shall come back to it on our preceding bulletins. But for now, let us move on to other stories that is in the education sector. In Bungoma County, lecturers from Kibabii University have joined their colleagues across the country in a demonstration to protest the CBA agreement for 2021-2025. Led by their chairman, Makarios Wanjala, they expressed that they have waited for a long time and have given the government enough time to address their demands without any success.
This is an event that started in September 2020, but up to now, the government agencies, that is the IPUCCF, the issue of SRC, the Ministry of Education, has not placed anything on the table. And you remember, members, the public servants have been awarded some percentage, and we had a blanket award of 7 to 10%. The lecturers were not in that category. They were not considered. More importantly, we are also here because of the arrears of 2017-2021 CBA. The government owes us 3 financial years from 2017 to 2020. Now we are parents. We wish to express our sentiment to students fraternity. It's not our wish to be on this strike. It's the government's wish. So we also feel you are to be in class, you are deserve your services, but I'm sure after this we negotiate the classes, we have to proceed seamlessly, and we shall have to deliver our quality and the standards expected in our service delivery. Since strike is a grandmother of strikes on earth, we are not going to relent until something tangible, a two-digit offer is put on the table. Otherwise, this one is infinite.
We are going to strike until we strike a deal. We've got 5 items on our request to the government. One is 2017-2021 CBA. You can imagine we are talking of 2017-2021 in the year 2024. That is very wrong. Somebody is not doing his work. And we are urging the government to put in place robust measures to actually see that they have actually addressed these issues. We have the 5 issues.
Still on education, some education stakeholders in Bungoma County are urging the government through the Ministry of Education to streamline education funding by ensuring there is one bursary fund across the country. Speaking in Bungoma, led by the head teacher of Kandui Primary School, the stakeholders stated that parents and students have been struggling to access the funding for years due to favoritism and political interference from various leaders across the country.
Mambo ya hii basari ingekuwa inafikia wale watu wanaohitajika ambao tunajua kutoka vijijini huko, ingekuwa afadhali. Lakini tunajua kuna watu ambao wana benefit kwa hizi bursaries, ili hali ukiangalia mapato yao ni wale wanaoweza kulipia karo ya watoto wao. Kidogo hapo inaleta shida, sababu hata ukiangalia katika national government nini inatendeka, bursaries inaenda kwa wale watu wanaojulikana, na kama wewe unatoka kijijini hakuna mtu anayekujua, hapo inakuwa shida. Hiyo kwangu naona kwamba tuweke hizi bursaries pamoja na masomo yawe bure kwa kila mtu kwa shule za sekondari na hata vyuo vikuu na vyuo anuai.
Ningeliomba kwamba bursary iwe kwa kikapu kimoja na tuwe na team ambayo iko independence, isiwe kwa wanasiasa. Tuwe pengine na commission ya bursary ambayo itakuwa inapanga maneno ya bursary, ambayo itakuwa inafanya budget ya bursary, so that bursary inapokuja hiyo commission ndio ijue ni nani anayepeana. Lakini tukiacha kwa wanasiasa, tukiachia mwanasiasa moja atajigamba ya kwamba yeye ndio ana nguvu kushinda wengine. Kwa hivyo ningeliomba ya kwamba iwe commission tu ambayo inafanya uangalizi wa bursary, ambapo itaangalia wale wanafunzi ambao wana mahitaji. Nimeona sehemu zingine shule zimetengenezwa, huenda si katika hii constituency. Hasa kuna shule nilienda katika constituency huko, nafikiri ilikuwa Kipipiri, Central Province or Central Region. Shule zimetengenezwa, zimewekwa kapros kila mahali. Vumbi halipo kama hapa kwetu. Shule zetu za katika Bungoma County zote, ningeliomba ya kwamba kama viongozi wa sehemu hii wangeenda sehemu kama Kipipiri, wajifunze vile kule wanavyofanya, shule zetu zote pia zirembeshwe hivyo, itakuwa vizuri, wanafunzi watang'ara.
And that marks the end of EBN TV News at 1. My name is Consolata Chibalonza. Thank you very much for being with us from the start to the very end. It is Friday, so I do wish you a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend ahead, full of God's blessings. Take care, and until next time, God bless.